What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stage of your life. Man, family, this is going to be rough. This is going to go against a lot of our ignorance. This is going to trigger some people. This is going to set some people off. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? We have to grow up emotional. We have to understand that, man, we've been messed up. You know what I mean? We have been messed up. Stay with me. What am I talking about? I want to read to you guys a couple of paragraphs in this book. The Four Agreements. Been talking about this book on my live stream. I'll continue to pull out different passages on of this book and just talk to you guys. Um, Man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? This we're talking about hell today. Hell today. And you guys know that I've said in many of the videos in the past that, man, I'm a walking meditation. I'm a walking meditation. I don't have to have a certain place where I go meditate just to be at peace, just to be have some joy, you know what I mean? Just to be able to clear my mind. And what I mean by that is that, man, wherever I go, wherever I'm at, I have the ability to be at peace. No matter what circumstances surround me, no matter what's going on in my life, I have the ability, not just I, we, once we do the work, we have the ability, regardless of our circumstances, to be at a place of peace and joy. Okay? That's crucial that we understand that we get that. Okay? And so in this, where's it at? All right. This book, The Four Agreements, by Don Miguel Ruiz, excuse me. We're talking about hell. Okay, we're talking about hell today. If we compare the dream of human society with the description of hell that religions all around the world have promulgated, we will find we will find they are exactly the same. Religions say that hell is a place of punishment, a place of fear, pain, and suffering, a place where the fire burns you. Fire is generated by emotions that come from fear. Whenever we feel the emotions of anger, jealousy, envy, or hate, we experience a fire burning within us. I would also like to add to that, when we feel that unforgiveness, when we're consumed with unforgiveness, that fire burns. Okay? If you consider hell a state of mind, then hell is all around us. Others may warn us that if we don't do what they say we should do, we'll go to hell. Bad news. We're already in hell, including the people who tell us that no human can condemn another to hell because we are already there. Others can put us into a deeper hell. True, but only if we allow this to happen. What he's saying is that, what? Hell's here. It's our mind. You know what I mean? It's how we see life. It's how we live life. Excuse me. It's how we live our life. All around us is war and chaos and famine and lack. All around us is chaos, hatred, and division, and just all this other stupid stuff. That's everywhere around you. Turn on the TV, it's all over TV. Get on your phone and get on social media, it's all over social media. Hell, chaos, pain, suffering, trauma, jealousy, envy, hatred. It's everywhere. It's all around us. And we allow that shit to consume us and to rob us of the peace and joy and happiness we're capable of having. Oh, we're going there today, and this is going to get deep. This is going to get rough. See, so many of us, we get so caught up into trying to get out of this place, trying to get to quote unquote heaven, We get so caught up into, man, I just got to make it through the day. And, man, I just can't wait to get to that new heaven. I can't wait to get to that new earth. And the whole time we're living in hell. We come home to a hellish environment. Some of us come home to hellish relationships. We go to work to a hellish conditions. We have hellish people that we have to be partnered with. Some of us got hellish kids. Some of us have hellish parents and hellish families. Real shit. But what we have to learn to do is deal with our pain and our issues. What we have to learn to do is allow that shit to dissipate. We have to allow that shit to go. We have to go inwardly, internally, into the subconscious fears and insecurities, the jealousies, the envying, the backbiting, the gossip, and all the other bullshit. We got to go inside and find that place of peace, that place of love, that place of joy, that heaven. And so many of us, we get so focused on externally. Man, I got to get to heaven up there. I'm not going to have peace until I get to heaven. I'm not going to have joy until I get to heaven. To each their own. I've said this in the past. This is my piece of heaven right here on earth. This is my piece of heaven. It's my slice of heaven. Why? Because I've done the fucking work. And it's not about just your circumstances, how nice your place is. Because there's a whole lot of people, a whole lot of wealthy people that got nice things, extravagant things. And they're still in a place of emotional hell. They're still full of jealousy, still full of hate, still full of unforgiveness, still full of animosity and bitterness and divisive mentalities. We're going into that. You go to church, and church is full of divisive bullshit. Oh, that church ain't no good. They preach da-da-da-da, and they don't believe in da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da, and they dress like that, and it's all that stupid-ass divisive shit. Ain't got shit to do with heaven or, you know what I mean? Ain't got shit to do with heaven. Ain't got shit to do with God. They're living in hell. A physical hell, and an emotional hell. And so many people that push this "you're going to hell" shit use it as a manipulation tactic, as a control tactic, to get you to do what they want you to do, to control you. Why? Because they're scared that if you go outside the box and you do what you're supposed to do and get to that place of emotional maturity, spiritual maturity, and you find true peace, you find that true joy, you find that true connection with God, universe, source, and you understand, I ain't got to go to no fucking raggedy ass building called church to have peace. I ain't got to pay no fucking tithes and offering. I ain't got to worship and bow down to no fucking preacher to have peace. I ain't got to have no preacher talk to me or intercede on my behalf so I can have a connection with God. And so they teach us this bullshit to keep us stuck, to keep us coming back, to keep us giving them money, to keep us honoring them and lifting them up. Real shit. Real shit. You could be in hell and still have peace. You could be in hellish environments and still have peace, still have joy. Wherever you're at, can you find your peace? Wherever you're at, whatever state of mind you're in, can you find peace? Whatever your circumstances look like, is it peace? Is it joy? Is it heaven? or is it hellish? I get it. Because some of us are in these toxic ass fucking relationships, toxic ass environments. Are you there by choice? And what I mean by that, are you there because you don't want to lose out on your fucking money? You're there because you're a slave to the fucking dollar? Because they pay for shit? And so you have to stay in that hellish place? Because you can't make it on your own? So you think? You're in hell. You're in hell. You're not just in a physical hell. You're in an emotional hell. When I worked in California, when I lived in California, I worked at Corcoran State Prison. And I met some guys that had been locked up for years. And they were at far more peace than most people walking around as quote unquote free people. These people who are locked up and living with rapists and murderers, child molesters, gangbangers, drug addicts, and all these other people we've quote unquote deemed as the low people, the downtrodden people, the worst of society, the scum of the earth. And yet some of these people have come to a place of peace, of joy. No, they don't have everything they want. They don't have the freedom to walk out. They don't have the freedom of going to the beach. They don't have the freedom of being able to go to the refrigerator and get whatever they want to eat. They don't have the freedom of being able to put on whatever type of clothes they want to wear. They don't have the freedom of being able to go out to a nice restaurant or being able to go get on a roller coaster or go on vacation. But in that hell, they found peace. In that hell, they found joy. And the trick, so many people that are stuck in religion, especially Christianity that I know, they go to church. They have the freedom of living where they want to live. They have a job. They could go to the fridge when they want to. But emotionally, they're fucked. Emotionally, they're bound and tied up to all of these negative, self-destructive beliefs. They're consumed with fear. Hell is a state of mind. You have all the money you want. You have all the nice things you want. And still be in a hellish place. We've got to grow up. We've got to understand that, man, I gotta fix me. I gotta get outside of the fucking box. I gotta get outside of the fucking matrix. I gotta take control of my fucking mind. I gotta stop allowing the fears and the pain and the trauma and the beliefs of everybody else to have me fucked up. And that's so hard to do. When you're needing to be validated, when you're needing to be accepted by others. When you're needing the approval of others. As long as you're needing that validation, as long as you're needing that acceptance, you're always going to be in a place of emotional hell. Real shit. We've got to grow up. You've got to learn to take back your fucking mind. You've got to learn to say, man, I don't give a fuck what these motherfuckers is talking about. You know what I mean? I don't give two fucks of the bullshit they talking about. I know the hellish things that I've gone through. I know the hellish situations I survived. I didn't just survive that shit. I've learned the motherfucking lessons and I grew through that shit. I don't allow the past to keep me stuck there. I'm free. That freedom scares so many people. That freedom terrifies these self-righteous religious motherfuckers who don't understand putting in that type of emotional work, who don't understand putting in that type of spiritual work. And so they minimize your efforts, they minimize your growth and development, they minimize your spirituality, they minimize your awareness. And say, because you didn't get that from Jesus, because you're not connected to Jesus, because you're not calling on Jesus, because Jesus didn't quote unquote save you, and all this other stupid shit, you're going to hell. And the whole time they're living in hell. The whole time their mind is fucked with jealousy and all this other bullshit. Because the truth be told, they're jealous of your fucking peace. They're jealous of your fucking joy. They're jealous of your fucking happiness. They're jealous of your fucking influence. They're jealous of your purpose. They're jealous of what you've accomplished. They're jealous. And so all they have is their scriptures to try to beat you down, to try to tear you down. And it is what it is. For those of us that have put in that work, and we don't give a fuck what they're talking about. You know what I mean? For those of us that have put in that work, that know we're connected to God, the universe, the Most High, we don't need these unhealed motherfuckers telling us what to do in order to get to heaven. Because we're already there. And they can't understand that. It is what it motherfucking is. I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, to even challenge your way of thinking. I love you guys. Thank you for rocking out with me. Happy healing, family. Peace.